Hi everyone. Those who are appearing for CAIIB in June 2026. This session is specially for those, all the bankers who are appearing for CAIIB. Now you know, in CAIIB the most important and the toughest subject is BFM. Most toughest. Means the subject is so tough that people, means all subjects on one side and BFM on one side. So that's why I have brought this special session to you, which will give you the important points and important chapters which you have to study. Very important part. Again, because if you know what is to be studied, see the chapters which I will give you will be for almost 40-45 marks. Yeah. So 40-45 marks if you get from these 4-5 chapters, then what? Remaining chapters you can study, isn't it? So that's why I have brought this special session, CAIIB BFM Preparation Masterclass, Start Smart and Score More. Before going ahead, everyone like the video, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon, like, share it with your friends. Okay, don't miss this. Adda 24/7 has been your trusted partner for many years, right? I've seen this. It means the trust which you have shown on Adda 24/7 is really heartwarming. Okay, so keep the same trust and let's move on. See, okay, right now. Now, before going ahead, you must first know what are the various subjects, because we are in the starting phase. What are the various subjects over here? So, the main subjects over here are ABM, BFM, ABFM, BRBL. 4 compulsory subjects for CAIIB. Compulsory means you have to give it, no option. Okay, each one has 4 modules. Each one. ABM has statistics, HR, credit and compliance. BFM has international banking, risk, treasury and balance sheet. ABFM has the management process, advanced concepts, valuations and emerging business. BRBL has regulations and compliance, important acts and laws, 2 parts, A and B, and commercial and other laws. So these are the 4 modules. Now the modules are just the names, but the details are very difficult. These are lengthy ones. All are lengthy. If you have given your JAIIB just now, I'll just tell you one simple fact, that if JAIIB portion is 100%, your CAIIB portion is 500%. 500. It's so big. Now if you check the electives, rural, HR, IT, central banking, risk, I would always suggest you to take HR. Okay to clear, not that difficult. First clear the CAIIB and afterwards, once you clear the CAIIB, if you want, you can give some separate exams related to treasury, trade finance, anything what you want, IT. But first clear it. Clearing is very important. And for that, you'll have to use, I would suggest, this is my suggestion. Now you can suggest, you can check your own. I myself take central banking and risk. These 2 topics are taken by me. These 2 subjects are taken by me. But kindly note, this is a tough subject. These are really tough. If you have really the appetite for risk, appetite for central banking, then only take it. Otherwise, don't. If you want to clear CAIIB, just HR, best one. Okay. So now let's focus on our topic of BFM. Why BFM is tough? See, BFM has 4 modules: Forex, risk, treasury and balance sheet. Now Forex, what is there in Forex? Important part in Forex is there are 3 to 4 elements in Forex. The most important element is numericals. See, firstly understand, in BFM you have numericals in all the 4 modules, all the 4. If you check ABM, numericals are in module A and module C. Module A majorly, module C some of them. ABFM few numericals, module B and C. BRBL no numericals. But BFM, all the modules, all the modules and tough ones. These are really tough. The case studies are really tough. Now again coming back to the paper pattern also, means why BFM is so tough. Paper pattern also, if you check the numericals part in ABM is hardly 20%, numericals, pure numericals part. Case studies plus one-liners, around 20 marks numericals you have. ABFM if you check, you have around 15 to 20 marks numericals. BRBL obviously no numericals. But if you check BFM, you have around 35 to 40 marks numericals, pure numericals. Case studies around 25 marks and 15 marks one-liners. So such is the content distribution of BFM. Now talking about module A, important part is the numerical case studies. Very tough in module A. You need to understand the basic concepts of dollar. Number one. Number two, you have ECGC over here. ECGC policies. Those are also a bit tougher to understand. So you need to understand them, read them properly. Then you have various FEMA guidelines. FEMA guidelines are really tough. LRS, Liberalized Remittance Scheme. Those guidelines are there. These are really tough. Case studies are there. Plus IFSC, GIFT City. Now the new concept has started. Technology and IFSC. GIFT City. Many questions come on the GIFT City. Technology part also. Many questions are there on technology. Latest technology in trade finance. So if somebody asks me which is the worst topic or which is the toughest topic in module A, I'll say numericals. Very tough. Then if I come to module B, it's totally related to risk management framework, risk regulations, various risks in banking, credit risk, market risk, ops risk, various risks are there. If you check the chapters, all the chapters contain risk only. Now the question lies is, which one is the toughest one in this? And why should I focus so much on module B? Module B is the key to entire BCD. Entire BCD, module B is the key. Okay? What do you mean by this? Module B is the key. If you understand module B properly, module C and D will be very easy for you. Very easy. So that's why module B is the key to all the further modules. Now in module B also, you might be thinking, sir, module B is there, but which topic in module B is again tough or important? So I will say all of them. All of them. Okay? Every topic is important in module B. But then also if you hard press me, sir, no, tell me one topic. Risk regulations in banking industry. Toughest. Lengthiest and toughest. Very lengthy. Very tough. Because this contains almost only this chapter. This chapter contains around 25 marks of your entire BFM. Entire BFM, 25 marks just by this chapter. Very tough and very, if you pay attention to this, if you master this, then your BFM becomes very easy for you. This chapter contains all the risk regulations, means prudential norms of RBI. Based on that, the numericals, many numericals are there. Now if I go to module C is totally related to treasury, complete treasury. If you check the chapter names also, you will see everything related to treasury only. In treasury what happens, kindly note, means what are the topics over here. The important topics over here are various products of treasury. There are three topics related to products. One is treasury products, second is this derivative products, and third one is again the products. Okay? So kindly remember, derivative products is the toughest topic in module C. Why? Because see this, what happens in derivatives is a totally new concept to the bankers. We don't generally confront derivatives, right? You know forex, you have heard of forex, you have heard of dollar, you have heard of this shares, you have heard of everything, bonds you have heard, but you have never heard that much of swaps. You have never heard that much of FRA, forward rate agreements. You have never heard that much of difference between future and forward. Because we don't face those questions on a daily basis, isn't it? So that's why this topic becomes difficult. And here you have many derivative products. You call it swaps, you call it forward, you call it future, you call it FRAs. Okay, various products, then options. Various derivative products are there. Okay, so this derivative product is the tougher part. You have to master this. And module D, asset classification and provisioning norms. Many questions are asked. This is a balance sheet topic. Means what are the various elements of balance sheet? How is the balance sheet managed in the bank? What is RAROC? Risk adjusted return on capital. What is liquidity management in banks? How ALM affects the balance sheet? So these are the important topics. So if you ask me again, one important topic, that is this, asset classification and provisioning norms. This, although you might have studied it in JAIIB also, that substandard asset, doubtful 1, doubtful 2, right? Loss asset, standard asset, provisionings for secured separate, unsecured separate, right? You might have studied all this earlier in JAIIB somewhere. Or you'll study the same in ABM also. But then also this subject is tough. This topic is tough. Why? The reason is you have various weightages for that. Weightages means this is a separate part. Weightage, risk weight. So that is also attached to the provisioning. That's why this becomes difficult. Okay. So if you want to clear CAIIB, you have to master BFM. If you want to master BFM, you have to focus on. Hi everyone. Those who are appearing for CAIIB in June 2026. This session is specially for those, all the bankers who are appearing for CAIIB. Now you know, in CAIIB, the most important and the toughest subject is BFM. Most toughest. Means the subject is so tough that people, means all subjects on one side and BFM on one side. So that's why I have brought this special session to you, which will give you the important points and important chapters which you have to study. Very important part. Again, because if you know what is to be studied, see the chapters which I will give you will be for almost 40-45 marks. Yeah. So 40-45 marks, if you get from these 4-5 chapters, then what? Remaining chapters you can study, isn't it? So that's why I have brought this special session, CAIIB BFM Preparation Masterclass, Start Smart and Score More. Before going ahead, everyone like the video, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon, like, share it with your friends. Okay, don't miss this. Adda 24/7 has been your trusted partner for many years. Right? I've seen this. It means the trust which you have shown on Adda 24/7 is really heartwarming. Okay? So keep the same trust and let's move on. See. Okay?